Catch me, I'll be on my mission. Catch me, candid for these lenses. Catch me, one day whipping in these Benzes. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Catch me, like we playing on. Roll one, and you gon' sing along. Ay, sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me, drowning in ambition now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Kane Jesse Hendricks coming back with a new episode, new guest as always. I'm not alone, I'm with Lenneth Bowers.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm fine, I can't complain. How are you?
I'm good, bro. You're so chill today. What's going on, bro? You look easy, brother.
I guess.
Where's the energy, man? What's
Some days are there.
I see on your in the status on your profile, you bring the liveliness even at your events. Come on, bring that little spirit out here. Yeah? Come on.
I guess it activates at night.
Should I bring the decks here so you can, it's
maybe,
like, it's like your superpower. As you see it, you just can't get out there.
Yeah, it activates the mind.
Nah, that's dope, bro. How you feeling? Like, did I say how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm nice, bro. I can't complain. Blessed. Highly favored. I think I've expressed that already with you. Like, I'm kind of like just in a good space creatively, and yeah, fortunate enough to share some of my ideas and where I've been and how I've grown with you. Yeah. And everyone watching, and yeah, I'm excited for that.
That's good. I'm happy to host you here.
Of course.
I'm super excited to, let me take my shades off, because I feel like I need to be more professional, So, because I know the superstar is making me nervous that you bring on the sun.
Relax.
I'll be dressing in black, bro. Represent.
Of course.
Bro, let me just make a compliment real quick. Like, I dig the haircut, bro. Fresh.
Yeah,
fresh, bro, fresh.
Understand.
Like, show me your tip, the barber out here, bro. Like, I want to know, like, how can I be fresh? I need a haircut myself, bro.
My bro, I told you, must go on the app. No scammers. Yeah. I'm alive on the app.
Behind the scenes, we were talking about this app,
Yeah.
Exactly, start an app, where you can just order your barber and they come to your doorstep.
Yeah, no, I think if you want to touch on that, I genuinely just pride myself of like looking fresh, and it's kind of part of my brand identity, and I believe in it. I've always been that way before I discovered who I want to become. Yeah. So yeah, this is something I pride myself doing.
I see. Speaking on your brand, bro, your brand Persuades, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's go into it. Let's delve into that now. What is Persuades all about?
It's so, how can I say, it's so diverse, and kind of like I created Persuades back in 2014, which was just an idea, and I've always wanted to like create something that can somewhat become tangible, something that touches on all points, like music and fashion, and create like a house, a space of belonging for people like me. And started as a clothing brand, pushed the brand for about, we still are, the brand for about 6 years straight, full on. Just recently had to close down our flagship store, so we had an actual store, we had an online store, kind of like did the most in terms of fashion. And then I came up with Persuades and Friends as a sister brand to then take that entity and turn it into like a community where others can get involved, and other brands. I used to house other brands and work with other people within.
When you mean by working with other people, do you mean collaborating with other brands?
Other artists, creating events that allow other artists to get recognized. So that's the end goal. Yeah. And that's what the Persuades brand is all about. Like, I get it. We created it as a clothing brand. Yeah. And the clothing method came from me and my personal space, and I used to use the clothing to express me as a designer.
So you design?
Yeah, I design everything Persuades has. I design myself.
So were you always into designing, or did you just wake up like?
I don't think I've always been into designing as a category. I think I just always wanted to be different. Yeah. And I just felt more comfortable in having my own sense of style and
as your identity.
Yeah, and I kind of like just use that as a how can I say, as a bullet point. And designing and learning came as we went along, and like the people I idolize, I also realized that you can be the most creative person in the world, but if the ethic and the mindset is not on par with what you want to become,
Yeah.
doesn't really change much, because you'll just sit with ideas if you don't actively do something about it and
So
action it.
is that what Persuasive is all about?
Yes, sir.
Go-getter, taking action.
Starting from nothing to something.
Wow. So when you wear that brand, what feeling do you get? You know, when you were thinking of a brand identity, how did the name Persuasive come about, and what power does it give to you when you put that, you know, your perils on you?
I think, to keep it short, I genuinely just feel the brand was created for a sense of belonging, not for me. It was never me wearing the brand and saying this is who I am. It was a part of me. It will always be a part of me.
Yeah.
But the brand kind of developed into a sense of community, and it's recognizable to a lot of people, and not only me. So it was created to build confidence, makes people speak that don't like to speak, makes people express themselves. So
is that what you were feeling back in the day
while I was creating?
So you were a shy guy.
Full circle moment. Not necessarily a shy guy. I think I'm just more expressive now. I'm more outspoken, but I used fashion as a mechanism to kind of like explain who I am.
Explain yourself. Okay, that's powerful stuff. Huh? So designing, DJing, creative direction. Bro, let's go to the DJ. Like, how did that come about? You know, because you're like designing now. How did you?
So music has always been a part of me, because in my creative space, it played a big role in what I wanted to become.
Yeah.
And dog, believe it or not, I'm only a DJ for like a year now.
Huh? This guy is serious. When you're doing the most, you're going to events and stuff.
Yeah.
You look like you've been doing for a long time, bro. What's going on?
I think the key to that is kind of like
fake it until you make it.
Definitely not fake. That's a fact. Everything you say is not fake. That's a fact. So,
okay.
So it's I think I just kind of like knew what it takes to take myself every time into the next step, or the next big thing in my career. And what helped me was when I created my own identity, I knew exactly who I was. And any artist that comes from something kind of like finds it more difficult, because you kind of like discover yourself as you go along.
Yeah.
And what helped me was I already had some sort of identity. Like I design clothes, and I work with brands, and I have affiliations. So that kind of helped me, and I knew what it takes to take myself forward. Like for you to say things like that, I knew what it would take me in order for you to recognize something like that. Like for you to say, he's doing the most, you understand? So I knew that there's certain methods I need to use to take my career to the next level. So it's just literally just liking music and the love for it.
So what are those methods, bro? Like there are individuals out there that's also probably like thinking, you know, what steps do I need to do to help my brand get more established or recognizable in the industry as well, in order for me to grow. So what advice, what steps, you know, would you give those individuals watching now to also like follow the same steps and improve on that steps, you know?
I think the first and the most important thing is to find out what you want to achieve first out of what you are busy with, and where do you want to take it. Because I think the industry, and when I say the industry, I mean as a whole, creative industry as a whole, there's a lot of cats that come into the game and wanting to achieve the things for the wrong reasons. And when I say that, I mean quote unquote fame, a bit of recognition, because they kind of like not know who they are and what they want to become. So they kind of like use what is the easiest route, and what we call is just like bystanders. And to figure out who you are and understand that it's the most important thing you can do for your career is invest in yourself. So add a little time, learn the skill, pay the extra coin to understand that, okay, Shab, I'll go for like DJ school for like a young 30 or 20
Is that what
lessons.
you did?
Yeah, I did that for myself. I always wanted to DJ, but not. I only recognized that about 6 months, 7 months along the line that, okay, shit, I can actually like DJ and see what.
So doesn't DJing also take your focus away from your Perseus brand and the streetwear in terms of designing stuff?
Not entirely. It also gives me a creative break. It also allows me to see other people, understand what's going on within fashion and in streetwear as a whole.
So it's a stepping stone to network with other people in the industry.
Because technically the brand has its own, how can I say, community.
Yeah.
And then Lenneth Bowers as a DJ has its own community, and the idea is to kind of like just make it tangible and combine it. And there's power in that, of course.
And I see you've been operating with lots of well-known individuals in the industry like MB Funk.
Yeah.
Do you like you know, ask them to wear your brand in that form of collaboration, or
it's never
to get yourself more?
Yeah, we come, so me and Envy comes a long way. Like we go back before, like brand, before DJ, before all of that. So it's never, the topic is never like, yo, can you wear this? Or it's never vice versa. It's always just like helping each other, taking our individual brands and whatever we're busy with to the next level, and kind of like just giving each other what we need, the fuel to take it to the next level. That's about it. It was never about, yo, can you do me this? It's literally just brotherhood and understanding that, yo, we have our own race, and we have to just also, like, when the next person kind of like falls behind, we have to make sure.
Help support each other, you know, hold each other's hand, you know, if one moves step forward in terms of growth, you don't leave each other as a brother behind you, you know, you take them with you. And
that goes, in my opinion, that goes for anything and anyone. I've also realized that I have a lot to share in my personal capacity. It might not seem that way, but I have a lot to share. So I've opened myself up a bit more now, because I'm in a different industry that I'm kind of like new to. So the only thing that helps me in the industry is I know who I am and what I want to achieve from doing this, and also like kind of like realizing that there's 10 people that's 10 times more talented than me, and I always say it.
So don't you feel like, whoa, this is a bit overwhelming and I'm out of my element here, you know? Because there's people who've been doing it for years now.
Of course.
And do you feel like pressurized, or feel like you're not pressurized, but feel like I have to pretend to be someone else? Or you know yourself as an individual, but sometimes you're in that element and you're not comfortable yet, because some people can be fake and not show them their true selves, but then you have to also like I said, what helped me is I discovered who I am before I started doing this. But people, when you're in the industry, people change themselves.
And sometimes also, just to add, sometimes you're not really in control of that. You find yourself in different spaces of your life. I found myself in a lot of spaces in my life, and with different kinds of people, different individuals. And
I'm assuming you just surround yourself with the right people.
I try my best to do that. I won't say, because that's not my opinion to give, but I try my best to surround myself with people that has like a positive impact on my life. And I just use that method, but I also tell myself that I want to be that person. Like, I don't want to surround myself with people that I want to be like. I want to be the person that someone else would want to be like.
So who is that person that you want to be like?
What do you mean?
Like who is Lenneth Bowers? So what do you want to be?
I think,
if people are watching you right now, what image you want to portray to them?
I just want to create a mirror. That's all. That's my destiny. I want to create a mirror, that sense of belonging, that I allow myself to be like a point of reference. I want to be a point of reference. A lot of people say like they want to inspire and they want to change.
You don't want to inspire.
They want to change. Inspiration comes naturally. I believe in it. You might not realize that you can't put up your finger and say, I want to be the guy that's an inspiration, and constantly try your best to be that. Yes, of course, that's the most beautiful thing, but you have to have it in you. It's not on you. It's in you.
It's in you.
Of course.
But okay, I admire that. Do you also do that in your community as well? The Cape Town community. Yeah, going back to the hood or whatever, just like to show them like, look how far I came. You started in 2014, right? That's like 9 years now. And a lot of people like say, oh, that's a long time to get some form of like recognition for the work you do. And that resilient, like, how do you just maintain that resilience and never give up? Because I know it's tough out here. You just see like, am I making any progress? It's been like years.
I can tell you for free, there was too many setbacks. Like,
how do you like keep on pushing?
I think it's just faith.
You're supposed to go to church.
Chief, now you're going deep. It's faith. Yeah, I go to church.
Wait, what's wrong with that, bro? Come on.
Yeah, because you jumped when I said,
bro, but faith comes with religion.
And it comes with understanding, but faith also comes from within. Like, you have to understand, like, like, this is who I am, and you have to be somewhat have faith. You have to somewhat understand, because faith can be, I can have faith in myself also. Before I got there, you said already like, but yes, I am a Christian, and I do believe in God, and I go to church. I'm a strong believer.
I'm glad you're not ashamed, right?
No, but you just jumped.
So
you have to also,
okay, I get excited, but that's why.
So basically, it's just like, I never wanted to be like point a finger at me and say like, Shap, you were the inspiration, or we kind of like wanting to go there. Just wanted to also be like, let me be a part of your journey in a sense of point of reference. Ask questions, let's speak about it, because I don't see myself as like, hey, I want to be like that guy. I don't see myself like that, even though I'm trying to create myself to be sustainable for me, and live a certain life for myself, comfortable life for myself. But that should be enough, like point of reference and inspiration to kind of like use that as a next individual. That should be enough. I don't have to tell you that I want to inspire you.
Actions will speak louder than what you say. You know?
That's
because years down the line, when as you just continue as you do, being a point of reference, you, without even knowing it, you are the inspiration now, because you're not speaking about it, you're taking action, you know. And I think that's what true leaders and true there's a word for it but I can't get to it. Leaders, they just say that true leaders are created, because they don't say they're gonna want to be a leader of a group. They just become it, you know, by you know, putting in the work. And I see you doing that. Yes, sir. It's powerful stuff, man.
Appreciate that.
So for young creators, DJs out there, you know, what advice would you give? You know, like, you know, 9 years in the industry, what guidelines did you implement?
DJ 1 year.
Okay, one else, apologies.
Anything else before that? Yeah, I don't want people coming out.
It's like 9 years since when?
You know, like, but DJ 1 year. I also just want to say that I'm starting to develop myself into an artist, all-around artist.
But as an overall entrepreneur.
Yes.
You know, brand entrepreneur. Yeah. But continue, sorry I interrupted.
Yeah, as a creative artist, I just want to like also just spread my wings in ways and means that make me understand things and kind of like make me express myself, who I am. And I'm using music at the moment. So this point of my life is music. And if there's anything I can say, is just find yourself.
Are you just gonna in music, like just focusing on DJ, or are you actually gonna plan on making music as well for yourself?
Yeah, you're wanting me to leak information now in this chat. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on making music in the near future.
So you sing now? Huh?
Sing. Making music doesn't mean you sing.
Oh, okay. I just want to clarify a few things, you know.
Yeah, I must be careful. Making music doesn't mean technically. No, I'm not. I don't sing. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go from DJing to being a rapper. Don't stress.
Okay.
But just in terms of also making my own original work, it's a sound. Singing is a sound, not a look. DJing these days is a look.
Yeah, true. You're gonna make actions.
Yeah, and I just feel like invest in yourself. Try and find who you are and what you want to achieve, and find your own uniqueness, and give people less access. That's the most important.
Less access.
Less access.
Why less access?
Because you kind of like, when you make yourself vulnerable, you're allowing bad spirits to kind of take you as an individual away from who you want to become.
So does it mean that
you are going to want to become like someone else because you're giving everyone?
You don't want to accommodate too much of yourself to people, that you don't have the space and energy.
Because you need you for you. That's exactly what it is.
So it's not like when someone's like, hey, can I work with you? Is it like you?
No, it's not like no. It's not like no, I can't. You can't work with me. Or let me choose who I want to work with.
But you have to choose like who's the right fit.
Of course. But yeah, just to correct you, it's not like that. It's not like less access. It's like no one touch me and I feel like I'm superior. And it's just less access in understand where you need to invest your energy and your time in order for you to take yourself to the next level. Write stuff down. Create a vision board. I still do it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, because you put all your vision into paper.
Yeah, and then kind of like just use methods and ways to kind of achieve certain things. And like I said, the journey has been, I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been getting as of late, and also now try and see how I can maximize. And that's also one thing, maximize any opportunity. And if you have to speak to someone that can potentially help you take your career to the next level, then do that and make yourself least. Always be the least. That's all I can say.
How did you find that that person that you could speak to? You know, I feel like everyone needs a mentor to guide them into the process. Did you have that kind of form of?
Like I said, what helped me was the fact that I've established something already that had a point of reference. So there was many people working with me that was already active mentors. You understand?
But before that, when you had no one really like
when I started like the brand and went into fashion.
Did you just like for a long time before even starting with the brand. So,
And many others.
Yes. So you basically always had a point of reference, you know.
Yeah, I always had a point of reference, and you kind of like discover yourself as you go along again. But like I said, it's always been a part of me. It's within me. It's who I am as a person, and that's why my career path won't. I won't call it fumble, but it won't not make sense to who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Because I always find ways to express who I am, whether it's through music, whether it's in fashion, whether it's anything visually, or in this case now, in like music is now my journey that I'm taking.
That's powerful, man. I see you very careful and cautious of what you say and how you portray yourself, you know, in a public space. You know, because you have an identity that you need to maintain, you know.
Yeah, and I kind of take it very serious. I do have to say this. I only figured that out as I went along.
Yeah.
To just give you like clarity on that, I only understood what I want to somewhat achieve from it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, I know where I want to be and what I want to achieve from it. So now is the time for me to maximize it and protect it. And that's why I'm careful of what I say and appreciate moments like these to kind of like say the correct things and just be myself. That's about it. Because I understand that when you have a conversation with someone, the next person that want to find out about you, they're going to kind of like nibble on a lot of information to understand who you are.
And you're very cautious.
And you're not going to like not in 100, you're not going to be able to size me up as a person if I say things, because I can come here on here and say anything. We have to work together. We have to actively be in. I need to understand what you're about, and you have to. Like,
and that's come with trust.
You know what I'm saying? Like I need to understand that this is who you are creatively, and this is who I am creatively, because that's what brought us here in the first place. And that's how we get to know each other, to see our work ethic, and that's how you realize, oh, I met this broer, his work ethic is there. Maybe he doesn't speak so much, but then I can be the voice and we can work together, and that's what it is.
Filling up these gaps that others cannot.
That's exactly.
You know.
But now the thing is, everyone wants to say something which they can choose. Like I can choose what I want to say to you, but if I decide that I'm going to be myself and express that to you, you're going to take away, like you said. I'm very like, I hold back and I'm careful and I choose certain.
Because people can use the information that you give and use it against you, you know, and you need to protect yourself.
I'm not really concerned about that, but I think it's just for my own sanity, and I want to make sure that the message I bring across is the right one, in my opinion, respectfully, in my opinion, because others might differ.
Because things can get out of context.
That's all it is for me. It's literally just me wanting to express who I am, and then kind of see how much impact can come from
you
it.
can do for you, for yourself first, and then what you can't make a difference to others around you if you don't start with yourself first.
Yes, sir.
Because it starts with developing yourself before you can develop others.
Sir.
That's great. That's powerful stuff. I guess we're running out of time, brother. You know, but this conversation has been powerful stuff. Just to get to know who you are. You know what's crazy is that when I saw your profile, I had another image of who I thought I was going to be speaking. You know, but you are very insightful. You know, you very focus. You know. So it just shows a person that you never judge. You know, you sit down and have a conversation, and you really get to know the person, who they are, and you just get surprised in terms of like, there's more than meets the eye. You know, and hearing your stories shows that you're working hard to put yourself as a focal point of inspiration without you even saying it, but you're doing it. You know? So that's powerful stuff, and a lot of people from the community are going to be inspired, but not just saying I want to be so and so. Put in the work. You know, and then everything will come naturally. And being in the industry for 9 years, it just shows like you doing the work. You know, and I just say all thanks to you, bro, and all gratitude.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, welcome, and you're welcome. All gratitude to the Lord, bro.
I definitely enjoyed it. It's always fun to share like what's on my mind and kind of like what has been happening in my life and what I'm developing and what I'm working on. And that's about it.
And it's only the beginning, because I feel like,
I know for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like there's more that you want to say, but like you said, you need to first build that level of trust, and before you can be able to know that, okay, I feel comfortable enough. But I'm not saying you're not comfortable. I'm saying you just need to build that level of,
it's just like
the community.
It's just that I use other methods to kind of like
through your music,
as a voice, through your
designs. You know.
Yes, sir.
I actually want to go into that design thing, but we can have that discussion another day.
Of course.
Because I want to know like what's the thought process, the inspiration behind it, because it's a streetwear brand.
Yes, sir.
So, but it's a quick fast, bro. Like just to let people understand the idea behind it. Do you like envision what you?
It has a lot to do. It has many people think that like the brand was based off trends. Many brands are, which I understand, and it works. It's a method that works. I think it just has a lot to do with my personal, where I'm at in my personal
capacity. Are you wearing
yours
now? Or?
Hey?
Your brand now? Or?
No, I'm not rocking my brand right now. So the brand's in the process of discovering a new and
look.
Literally a new look based off where I am now.
So it's not
Remember
like,
I just said,
it's
definitely going to be like streetwear vibes, but it's just going to take a scale up. So we just took some time out to kind of discover that, and I'm the point of reference. So I have to just be in a different space, and I discovered something new that is now helping me to put myself in spaces and express who I am. So if I'm a man of color at this stage of my life, then the brand is going to be color. And if I feel dull, it's going to be dull and emotional.
So you just change it, you switch it up, you got to be innovative every time, just to keep people, excited to what's going to come next. That's how you be innovative, and that's what a creative director is all about. I'm Quiade, just saying, where can I find you, bro?
Hey, I will say you can find me at the club DJing, but okay, you can find me everyone social media at Lenneth Bowers.
Are you still selling your brand?
Right now the brand is and we're not selling anything. I do, however, get people that want to buy my clothes off me while I'm wearing it, and that's not appropriate. But otherwise, we definitely coming this year.
Okay.
Definitely coming back with a better structure and better things in place to kind of like create something that's tangible for everyone to be a part of. That's about it.
That's dope. So as you said, check him out on the clubs and stuff, DJ and stuff. What's your personal handle so that they can list it's
at Lenneth Bowers. That's me.
That's okay.
And everything else about me you kind of have like a better understanding what's going on.
All right then. Lenneth, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and I can't wait to see you doing the most on the big stages, and wish you all the best with your ventures going forward and being a inspiration for all. Even though you say you're not, but you deep down you are, indirectly.
Thank you, brother.
So that's me, Quiade Hendricks, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Ciao, baby.
Sure, bro. Hope you enjoyed it, bro.
Catch me, I'll be on my mission. Catch me, candid for these lenses. Catch me, one day whipping in these Benzes. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Catch me, like we playing on. Roll one, and you gon' sing along. Hey, sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me, Drowning in ambition now.